Hello everyone. Last time we discussed few concepts regarding the blockchain. To understand blockchain, we need to discuss few more concepts which are required to know about the concept of blockchain. So in regard with this, let's discuss about what is public ledger. Because in a blockchain, ledger plays an important role where all the informations which has been stored in the blockchain is one kind of a ledger. So what the public ledger is consist, so the public ledger is one kind of record keeping system that maintain participants identities in secure and anonymous form. In both forms, it will maintain the identity of a particular user or particular participants with respect to cryptocurrency balance and a record book of all the genuine transaction executed between network participants. Here, one should understand about what public ledger actually it means. It not just only keeping the information or the keeping the storing the data. Along with that, it will provide you the identification of particular users with some cryptocurrencies or some cryptographic authentication which will be provided, and whatever the transaction it has been recorded that will be in the cryptographic form, and that record book will consist and genuine transaction executed within the network by that particular participant. In concern with that public ledger, the next concept we'll discuss here to understand a blockchain is Bitcoin. As we heard about the Bitcoin, which is one of the blockchain concept, or we may say the Bitcoin which is using the blockchain concept, and it get enormous amount of publicity or enormous amount of use in the transaction, financial transaction. So what is Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is conscious network that enables a new payment system and completely digital money. So Bitcoin is generally considered about a transaction, the financial transaction, which will allow you a participant to make the payment within the system, and which is completely digital money that are transferred over a network, and it will agreed upon a certain agreements. On that basis they will allow to do the transaction. Here the word conscious, which will conscious network, that means that network will provide a particular agreement or the particular rules which are enables the users or participant to take part into the transaction, where it is the first decentralized peer-to-peer payment network that is powered by its user with no central authority or middleman. This is one of the important concept or the important points where this Bitcoin system or the Bitcoin network is totally based on the decentralized peer-to-peer payment network. That means no single or no central system is authenticating or handling the transaction within the users or within the participant. As it is decentralized, because of that, no central authority or the central system which will handle or which will hold on this network. Whereas Bitcoin is nothing more than mobile app or a computer program that provides a personal Bitcoin wallet and allows a user to send and receive Bitcoin with them. As this is one kind of computer program which will run over a network, or we may say this is one kind of mobile application where the each and every participant which will allow to send and receive Bitcoin within the particular network, which will consist an Bitcoin wallet where the user can able to receive or send the Bitcoin within the network users. In concern with that, we have to understand about what is smart contract. As we understood understood about the Bitcoin, so the Bitcoin, in concern with that, we should or we must know about what is a smart contract. So the smart contract is a computer program or a transaction protocol that is indeed to automatically execute, control, or document legally relevant events and action according to the terms of contract or agreement. So, what is a contract? Actually, we know that is contract in the sense of two parties should agree upon a certain rules or certain agreements. On that, they will do a particular work or they will do certain action according to that terms of that contract or the agreement has been mentioned, so that the users are able to participate or exchange the information. So this is one kind of we may say that is a program, or we can say it is an one kind of protocol where all these things are happen automatically and with the control with the relevance events, and a particular action will be occurred while the contract is or the agreement is fulfilled. Now next we'll discuss about what is blockchain, or we may say that is block in a blockchain. Generally we know about the word blockchain. It consists, it will give the meaning about that it will having a chain of the blocks, and what the block is consist, that we need to understand. So the blockchain, what is the blockchain here is a record for some or all of the most recent Bitcoin transaction that have not yet entered any prior blocks. Here the blocks are nothing but it consists or it holding some of the record, or we may say it is recent Bitcoin transaction that have not entered any prior blocks, which will not, still it is not it in the blockchain, but it will consist some kind of transaction or some kind of record within the block. So the block is a page of ledger or a record book. So we can say it is nothing but one kind of a ledger which consists different kinds of information or different kinds of data within it, or we may say it is a record book where all kind of content are stored, which reflects as a one block. So each time a block is completed, it gives away it gives way to next block in a blockchain. Whenever a particular block is been completed, then it will allow you the next block within the blockchain. So originally blockchain is governing list of record called blocks, and that are linked using cryptography. Whenever it created the block, that block which are represent in a blockchain, which is linked by certain cryptographic representation. So each block contains cryptographic hash of the previous block. Means whenever a block is going to be created, that block which consists the previous block hash, cryptographic hash function, and timestamp and transaction data. The timestamp, that means when that block is created, the date and time which will be mentioned, and what transaction has been happened within that block has been mentioned within the cryptographic hash. To add candidate block to the blockchain, you hash the data in blockchain block header and hope that the result is below a certain target value. Here one should understand that whenever the block is going to be added by the of the candidate, the hash function or the hash of that data which will having in the block header, and it should be resulted into certain target value which has been specified whenever new participant has to add, mean has to enter into the blockchain. So the target is calculated from the difficulty, which is value set by the Bitcoin network to regulate how difficult it is to add a block of transaction to the blockchain. So what target we are going to be specified in here is that we need to identify what difficulties or what value has been set by the Bitcoin within the network, whether that newly added participant has fulfilling that target or the set value, and we need to find whether that block has having a transaction within the blockchain. Then only the new candidate or the new block of that candidate will be added within the blockchain network. Next we'll discuss about the blockchain transaction, how the transaction is happen in the blockchain, or what kind of transaction will happen within the blockchain. So instead of relying on the third party to mediate transaction, member nodes in the blockchain network stick to a blockchain consents protocol to agree on a ledger content and cryptographic hash and digital signature to ensure the integrity of the transaction. Is here what actually transaction, how the transaction is going to be happen in the blockchain, as not by the hold, or it will not by the it will not regulate by the central authority. It will regulated by the members of the blockchain network. They will find or they will decide on the basis of blockchain consensus protocol to agree about to add or to do the transaction within the network by the help of cryptographic hash, or we may say the digital signature, so that everyone's integrity of that transaction will be maintained. So transaction rely on lot of hash values and hash functions. Obviously that why here it will mention as a hash value and hash function, because whenever a transaction will happen in the blockchain, it will reflect by the hash value and the hash function. Means any minor change within the network of blockchain has to be done. It will be ensure that the hash value will be changed at every exchange or every transaction of within the network. A blockchain is type of diary or a spreadsheet containing information about transaction. So the blockchain is one kind of a spreadsheet that containing all kind of information of happen within the network during the transaction. So each transaction generates a hash value. Whenever it's having a transaction, it will generating the hash value of the particular users within the network. Here each block refers to the previous block and together makes a blockchain. As this is one of the important concept of the blockchain, is that every blockchains are connected to the each other, and the next block will be referring to the previous block, and which will makes you the a blockchain. Blockchain is effective as it is spread over many computers, each of which have a copy of a blockchain. As this will not restricted only a few users or the few computers, it is reflected over many computers where the copy of that will be maintained, or copy of uh, data will be reflected in each of the computers. Here the timestamps define as a standard of certain documents or file that exist for a certain time period without relying on any third party authentication, and also avoiding long term maintenance or maintenance cost or needs. And generally the timestamp is nothing but, we may say, within the particular day or particular day and time what the exchange or what the change has been happen within the certain documents or within the files with the certain period, without taking the permission or without depending on a centralized authority. It will it will happens, or it will exchange the information with the help of the members within the blockchain, which will reduce the maintenance cost and the time requirement for providing the authentication to the users to make the change or to make or to allow a user to have a certain kinds of transaction within the network. So here a blockchain transaction which will allow you the users to do a certain transaction within a specific not only the specific time, as per their requirement, as per their need, they will able to do the transaction without depending on a central system or a central authentication provider. They will do the transaction with the help of the users which are within the blockchain networks. They will provide, not only a single user will going to be provide the authentication, multiple users assess a particular user, whether that user are the part of the network. They will find, or they will use certain kinds of protocol or certain kinds of agreement if a particular user is able to provide or able to follow the protocols or agree the protocols. They will give the authentication, or they will provide the permission to the user to make a transition within the blockchain network. And whenever the transition is happen within the network, it will reflect within the hash function, or it will change the hash value, so that every user or the participant within the blockchain network will know what kind of transaction is happen, or uh, what purpose of that transaction has been occurred within the network. And every participant will understand, or it will get the information of that transaction. Thank you.